landowner from Lakeville, which is on the edge of Penobscot and Washington counties. He will speak about the role that the Land Use Regulation Commission plays in conserving Maine's Northwoods. Thanks, Gordon.
Good morning. I am a forester. I've worked in forest research, forest protection, conservation, and forest management in the North Woods in both Maine and adjacent Canada. I counted it up the other day for 62 years now, 36 years of which have been here in Maine. I've come to know, I live in Lurk Territory. I'm a landowner in Lurk Territory, and I manage 4 landowners in Lurk Territory as well. It's critically important that we have competent land use planning in our treasured organized territories in the north and down east woods and in the towns and plantations that are served by Lurk. We're blessed to still have significant resources with natural character in multiple use working landscapes in the unorganized townships. But growth and development in this vast region will happen on our watch. It must be guided in ways that respect private property rights and at the same time keep our natural resource values for future generations. It's a difficult, delicate task. I attended all the meetings of the Lurk Study Committee Reform Commission. There's much to be commended in the reform proposal, but the proposal needs some significant improvements and needs to avoid making some serious errors that could lead to mistakes in development decisions, including all 9 Land Use Commission members, not just the 3 appointed by the governor, must be required to have qualifications related to the land use mission of the commission. Simply being elected as a county commissioner is not a sufficient qualification to properly perform this difficult, delicate task. The reform proposal would place jurisdiction over land use and development of our rural communities and remote regions into the hands of the largest cities and towns where the voters predominantly elect the county commissioners. Voters and county commissioners who hail generally from these urban areas will not reflect the interests of the rural UT and the rest of the state. Rural and remote Maine must not be dominated in their affairs by 18 county commissioners elected by the large towns and cities. The legislature provides the best body to select and appoint qualified commission members as they have in the past. The proposal to allow counties to withdraw from Land Use Planning Commission jurisdiction without becoming municipalities raises complex issues. Withdrawal proposals require much better definition and consideration before placing provisions in statute. It's likely that implementing regional planning could lead to elimination of the concept of demonstrated need within planned regions, but it would be a serious mistake to open the floodgates to unchecked and unplanned development by eliminating it entirely now, as is proposed in the reform. And if wind permitting in unorganized territory is to be transferred to DEP, DEP must be required to adhere to all the land use standards that have been established by Lurk, and public hearings must be held when there is significant public interest, as Lurk currently does. DEP rarely grants a hearing, even when the public requests it. There are some other little devils in the details. They'll be considered at the public hearing when we see the final draft. But in summary, let counties recommend 6 of the 9 commission members, but continue to have our elected legislature make appointments as they do now. Require commission members to be qualified for their mission. Do away with allowing withdrawal of counties. Retain, don't eliminate the requirement for demonstrated need for development unless there's regional planning in place, and require DEP to respect the Lurk standards and process in wind permitting in UT.